Wray.
Mark Wray, my family owns Suwannee Springs. I'd like to address you on a couple issues. Number one, flow. The flow on your all's own records that were given last week at the spring workshop, you were 51 CFMs below your low. That right there would equal the Suwannee Springs flow and Dogwood Springs flow. You already say that you're below your minimum flow, your level. That's quite a bit of water, and you're still issuing permits. And the other thing is this best management practice. All this is a talking point. It does not work in this karst environment. I got 2 vegetable farms adjacent to me. One of them is already over 8 in less than 3 years. 10 doesn't work for drinking water standards. That doesn't work for the ecosystem. That doesn't work for a healthy river, healthy springs. So we have you all that don't recognize water quality. I don't know how you cannot recognize quality and flow. I think the two have to go hand in hand. And what you're doing is just not working. This is how the springs of North Florida have been polluted. This is how they're getting polluted. And you can talk about, now I hear we got an advanced best management practice coming. Then Eric from this district tells me, well, we need to develop plants that will take up the nitrogen quicker. I mean, you don't have it yet. It doesn't work. And the springs and the river are getting polluted. And the best management practice is nothing more than a talking point, honestly, in this karst environment. I think y'all need to wake up and, take a different approach.
What's your suggestion?
Protect your springs and rivers and groundwater, for a start.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I don't think it's a secret. I mean, y'all know it's the springs right now at Suwannee Springs. Your own staffer came in last week and said it is fertilizer that's polluting it. I mean, it's not a secret. And you keep turning your back on the issue. And I think y'all truly need to address the issue. It's one of the, from what I understand, the other districts do address quality. I want to know, how can you keep issuing these permits that are also taken away from the flow, but what they're truly doing is adding more fertilizer to our groundwater, which basically is coming out of our springs, going into the river. And y'all say, well, Florida Outstanding Waterway, that law has no teeth. Well, why in the hell doesn't it have teeth? I mean, you think maybe agriculture has pulled its teeth? I mean, it's just, I'm really just, everybody in this room pays taxes. Everybody in this room, wants a good drink of water, clean drink of water. Everybody in this room would like to recreate. And I think we have an industry here of a very few, and it's not all of agriculture, it's a very limited amount of ag that is truly, it doesn't work in this karst environment right here. And what's going on around me, the farmer doesn't even own the property. It's leased. And I just, I just think this, you all need to start looking at things and saying, boy, is this really a good area to do this in? Adjacent to the spring? Adjacent to, that's the other side of my fence. That's all I got to say.
Thanks, sir. Only comment I'll have to make to that, and I just can't not make it, is, I happened to see Bill Gates the other day talking about fertilizer. He said, without fertilizer, and I'm quoting him, I believe, that third of the people in the rural would starve to death. So if there's 10 of you sitting back there, you know, pick out the 3 that you would have not live. You know, we have to eat, we have to have water. This is a balancing act. There's no question about it. We need to do everything we can to protect our environment, but we also have to protect the citizens and to make sure we have, you know, food and water.